Drake Maye, who came in second. It was Stafford's first career MVP, and at 37, he became the oldest player in NFL history at the time of his first MVP. Despite contemplating retirement, Stafford announced he is not done quite yet. Listen to this.
You're unbelievable cheerleaders for me. I appreciate it. I am so happy to have you at the games on the sideline with me, and I can't wait for you to cheer me on next year when we're out there kicking ass. And so I'll see you guys next year. Hopefully I'm not at this event, and we're getting ready for another game in SoFi. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much.
So SoFi is where the Super Bowl is next year. That's what he's alluding to. Now, Matthew Stafford finished with 5 more points than Drake Maye, while one first-place vote did go to Justin Herbert. This is the closest MVP voting in terms of first
vote
place.
went to who?
Justin Herbert. This is the closest MVP voting in terms of first-place votes since Peyton Manning and Steve McNair were co-MVPs back in 2003. Now, it's not as simple as just one vote sways this whole thing because of the 5 points, so please keep that in mind. But nonetheless, Matthew Stafford wins the MVP. Did the voters get this right? Are you okay over there? Are you learning this news about Justin Herbert with the one vote?
Yeah, we got to find out who that person was.
We do know who it is.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. What is it called, Stephen? That you always use it. Is it an APB?
APB.
APB. Who is Sam Munson? Who's that troll? Huh? Because when you start to figure out who did that? Who said that? Where he at? Sam Munson. This is also the same guy that also trolled Jaden Daniels from being the unanimous Rookie of the Year and chose Brock Bowers. Now you start to say, like, okay, bro.
Yeah.
What in your doggone mind would make you think Justin Herbert? Right.
I need to ask the people that make this decision, Cam, can you remove?
Absolutely. Yeah. And you got some people that do it just to have attention brought to them because it makes no sense.
Okay, let's stop talking
you
about
want to be there. Exactly.
Right. The MVP, Shay.
Yeah.
Yes, they got it right.
They got it right.
Okay. And look, I was actually indifferent with Matt Stafford or Drake Maye. I think Drake Maye has had a phenomenal season. Matt Stafford, to me, put a stamp on it in a loss against Seattle in the NFC Championship. Because when you think about the totality of the season and how consistent he was, the numbers that he put up, what he did with this football team through injury, through some ups and downs, he still played at an MVP level, even in games that they didn't win, or we wouldn't imagine their performance would lend itself to being in the Super Bowl. The other thing is this, too, for Matt Stafford, man. Like, when you look, me and RC have an opportunity on Monday night, Stephen A. was there as well, to see these guys, like, pregame and to see how they galvanize and see how their teammates gravitate to them.
Yeah.
And to listen to Devontae Adams talk about what kind of dude Matt Stafford is.
Right.
Not only do you root for him, but the way that he plays the game. I was about to curse. He is tough. He is tough as hell.
Yeah.
You look at the throws and the wild throws. We've known that about Matthew Stafford since he was at Georgia. But he's still doing it. And he's doing it in an effective rate to where his team wins. And 5 or so years ago, they said the Rams would be in the abyss because they gave up so much to build a team to win a championship, and they're not because of Matthew Stafford.
Well, it's a tribute to him as well because when they were saying they'd be in an abyss, it was because they believed we're going to get him to deliver a Super Bowl championship, and then after that, he's going to retire. And what has he done? He stayed around. Now, we do have to credit the Southern California sunshine. It is a little bit different. I mean, it ain't like, it ain't like you're in one of those cold weather cities. You freezing all the damn time, got to stay in the house or whatever. You know what? The sunshine and the warm weather sort of soothes you a little bit. And it stretches your career.
He's no dummy. That's why he went there at the latter part of his career.
How about that? No doubt about it. So he deserves credit where it's due. But to be his age, to enter this season with back issues, to go out there when there was questions as to whether or not he would even start the season, and to play throughout it and then finish it the way that he did, even in the loss, to throw 46 touchdowns, just 8 interceptions, for over 4,700 yards passing, You just can't say enough about who he is and what he means to McVay, what he means to the Rams organization. I interviewed Devontae Adams on my show, and it was like, yo, he couldn't stop raving about this brother and what he brings to the table, nor could Puka Nacua. When you got stars, there's ballers that have produced time and time again, and they're like, yo, him. He's that guy. You just can't say enough about it.
So did they get it right? Do you agree with that?
Yes.
First, I do believe as long as you don't vote for Justin Herbert, if it's one of these two men, you got it right.
Okay.
I believe both of these players were worthy of being the most valuable player. But for what this does for Matthew Stafford, it solidifies him as a first ballot Hall of Famer.
No question.
It puts him in the top 10 of quarterbacks, in my opinion, that's ever played this game. And for Matthew Stafford to be on that stage, and to me, the greatest compliment you can ever get are from the people that see you every single day, right? If you're a married man, if your wife and your kids feel a certain way about you, those are the things that matter. When you're a teammate, what your coach thinks about you, what your fellow players believe about you, that says all I need to know about what type of man you are and the way that you show up to work every single day. Looking at Sean McVay and seeing Kyron Williams, when Matthew Stafford said, we won't be here, we will be playing in SoFi next year with those 4 little girls on the stage. When you see people act that way, that tells you everything you need to know about an MVP. And so watching that and knowing that now and seeing what that man means to this organization, they absolutely got it right with Matthew Stafford. And his career, to me, is now solidified in a way that it never would have been had he stayed in Detroit.
I would say it this way, and let's really unpack what has transpired with the evolution and the development of Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford was born to play quarterback. But Matthew Stafford is the last of a dying breed. He's the last of the true pocket passers that is able to really cut surgically, just impact a defense. Now, even with the potential #1 overall pick in Fernando Mendoza, he got a little wiggle in him. That ain't Matthew Stafford.
No wiggle.
None.
No wiggle.
I can't say that. But at the end of the day, when you see Matthew Stafford and you're awed by his ability to throw the football from a quarterback, it's one of them things that you have to tell yourself, I can't do that. Like, look at these throws. The no looks. He's bringing and one. He got Steph Curry, Tim Duncan, Harlem Globetrotter, hot sauce, Ayo, my godson, all in one. And he's the person that has done it at this level for so long. So from one quarterback to another one, Matthew Bartholomew Stafford, my man. What an unbelievable career. Keep rocking and rolling.
Please tell me that's his middle name.
It's not.
I don't think it is.
You just made it. Bartholomew, that's what you come up with? That's what you come up with, Bartholomew?
Bartholomew is great.
You know how good you got to be successful if your middle name Bartholomew?
That's the king.
Matthew Stafford in his 17th season this year, and it sounds like he's not going away anytime soon. All right, coming up here on First Take, we'll